Tales from the Podcast is brought to you by the following generous sponsorships.
The Happy Hour News Team. Check them out at www.happyhournewsteam.com.
talesfromthepodcast.com, where you can pick up your copy of Tales of Shock and Terror #1. The Skewered Universe Podcast. And viewers like you.
This game is rated S for super fucking sexy. Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game. Have you ever wanted to stop someone from making another shitty horror movie? Then get ready, because now you can. In Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game, you control JB, Ron, and Jeff as they embark on a quest through Grungetown to do just that. Along the way, you'll encounter drunken hobos, annoying boy bands, and even a zombie girl or two. It's a retro-style RPG full of action, foul language, and enough horror references to make even the most hardcore horror fan explode from excitement. Collect Pogs, level up your team, and equip the best gear to kick major ass, but also look really fucking cool doing it. Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game. Make sure to get your copy today. Obtain access to the in-game cheatbot for only $5. I mean, it's worth it just to find out what the access code is alone. Warning. This game has been known to cause extreme sexual arousal, spontaneous dance fights, a strong attraction to zombie girls, and drunken hobo rage.
What's up, motherfuckers?
What up?
How's it going? How you doing, Sally?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. It's nice to see you back. I thought you hated us.
No, I don't hate you. I was dealing with my drunken hobo rage, but I'm okay now.
It's all right. It's all right.
It happens.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it does. That's for sure. Oh, see, look at that. Sally is alive. And she doesn't hate us, Wikipedia. I thought for sure she fucking did. But she's here buzzing in our ear holes, so how's it going, Sally?
It's going okay. I'm here.
Yeah. Anything
buzzing
new?
all the air hose. Nope, not a lot. Just life. Life being a bitch. Drunken hobos, you know.
Did you tell it to stop being a bitch?
I did. I told it to stop being a bitch. Took it out back. Beat its ass. Now we're doing okay.
I just showed the feel of your thing too. That's what did it. Of all things, that was the one that crossed the line.
That did it. It was it. I had to think about it. I had to get in touch with my feelings, Trekopedia.
All the other fucked up shit we've said, but that was the one thing that
was where I drew the line.
That was it. Oh, fucking A.
At least you're setting boundaries. That's helpful.
That's a plus. I'm happy you're setting boundaries. So, It's nice to have you back. It's also nice to make you watch this episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It was, yeah.
I
That
heard
was
it
an
was your
episode.
favorite one yet.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah?
I think there's a lot of horror movies that spun off this episode.
You think
truthfully.
so? Maybe. I mean, I don't know about that. There's
You got dolls. You got
you don't think Dolls is pre this.
attic doors that lead to things. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I can name a few people where that's probably just their houses.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Let's see. You got Tenacious Creation. Is that one of your friends, Sally?
It is.
It
It's one
is.
of my people's.
Ooh,
Nice.
fancy.
Welcome.
See, there you go, Jeff. You owe me $2. She does have friends.
Haha, I do.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Not feeling so chewy anymore.
Let's see.
Right.
Wikipedia, the new Elm Street 4K must be pre-selling well because they announced the sequels will be okay 4K next year, apparently. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
We saw Terrifier 3. It was delicious.
Oh my god. That fucking steaming pile of shit.
Nope. It was a steaming pile of deliciousness. It was great. We can disagree on something, JB. We have to disagree on something.
I'm okay with that. I'm just
I loved it.
Oh.
Hey, Terrifier series isn't for you, man. That's cool.
That's absolutely cool. It's just something me and JB can actually disagree on, and that's fine.
Right. It's the whole series I don't like.
I love it.
Have you seen the original stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You love that?
Yes. I know. I'm not perfect.
Bad.
I'm not perfect.
So bad. Even the people who are fans of Terrify have to admit that the All Hallows Eve shit was fucking horrible.
Okay, I didn't hate it.
Now,
David is a better art than the person in All Hallows Eve, but I mean,
right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. David, great person, very very nice guy. I have nothing bad to say about him. I just don't like those movies. You know, there's so many other killer clowns that I respect.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yes, top of my list. Top of my.
You went right to John Wayne Gacy. Skipped right over Pennywise and went right to the real guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was something that he did. It was just a work of art. Some would say it was almost sexy. Right, Jeff? Fucking A. All right.
No.
No.
All
right, fine.
And I'm the one who brought him up, so it's my own goddamn fault.
It is.
Now let's go to the darkest episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that I've ever watched.
Oh, we're going to jump into it. So this week we talked about, or we watched, and now we're going to talk about The Tale of the Dollmaker.
Mm-hmm.
I got some problems with this one, but sure we all do. Let's see. We got is it Mia Flair? Or is it
I believe so, yeah.
M-A-I-A. It's not Mia, it's Maya.
Maya.
You sure?
Yeah.
Whatever. I bet she's doing a bunch of stupid French shit. Let's check it out.
Bunch of stupid fucking French shit. Bunch of stupid fucking French shit.
Dude, she did 52 episodes of the Magic School Bus. I didn't know there were 52 episodes of the Magic School Bus.
There was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. Magic School Bus had a lot of episodes.
It had several seasons.
She played a 10-year-old Madonna in Innocent Lost, the TV movie. Madonna.
Huh. I don't remember that movie. Do you remember?
It's a TV movie.
I've
never even heard of this. The early years of the entertainer's career are chronicled, is all it says. Huh, interesting.
Oh, she was.
So she did an episode of Goosebumps. This Catwalk, Use People, Ren 1010, Canine Cop.
Oh my
Tales from the
God.
Crypt Keeper did a voice there.
She
The
did.
last thing she
Sims
did was on
voices?
Sims. Yep. Yep. She did a voice of the Sim. Yeah.
She was the Sim in The Sims.
Yeah,
In
she
The
looks
Sims.
like it. She looks like it.
Oh my God.
So
This does a lot of this.
Continuing on, we got Amanda Walsh's Susan Henderson in this episode. Amanda Walsh, I think she did some stuff. A lot of writing, actually. She was a writer for Schitt's Creek. Wow,
Okay.
yeah.
That's where the money's at right there, though.
Yeah. See, acting, though, I mean, she was in Into the Dark. Oh, she's actually one of my secret shows that I like. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
I've only heard the name. I still have not.
You've never watched it? Oh, it's
What
a fucking trip. It is a fucking trip. I love it.
Sally comes back. She's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
You've never seen
Where does
that?
that stream at? Like, what is that?
I don't know where it streams. I don't even know where I got it from, but I have it. And let's see. Let's see here. There's not a lot of them. I'll just tell you that right now. Let's see, where's streaming? Says, man. Is it on Netflix? It says Netflix there. AMC Plus. No, you can. Yeah, AMC Plus on Apple
look at
TV. Yeah.
And I love the actors with no pictures on IMDb. That's poor Aunt Sally. Poor Aunt Sally. She ain't been in shit. She ain't even got a picture.
Nope.
Who?
Eve Crawford, Aunt Sally.
Oh. Well, yeah. Amanda was also in Lost Girl, Kirby Enthusiasm, The Mob Doctor, Chasing Life, 2.5 Men, Grimm. I mean, she's basically just in a ton of shit. I mean, and no stupid French shit. So that's always a plus.
That's a first. I think that's a first.
Yeah. All right. So Eve Crawford, got her in here as well. She was in Mean Girls, Silent Hill, Poltergeist, the remake, not the good one.
Ooh.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I haven't
She's
seen
in enough
remake.
stuff to have a picture. IMDb be rude. Damn.
Yeah, are they in charge of uploading their own photo?
Yeah, you have to have a pro account. She just doesn't want to spend the $20.
You would think they would just put a stock photo of her from somewhere up there and be like, you can change it if you want. Otherwise, we're just going with this.
Well, I'm not gonna. She hasn't done enough like big things. She's not. She's no fucking Tom Hanks.
I mean, what are you talking about? She was in A Christmas Crush in 2019.
She did a single episode of Murdoch Mysteries. I mean, come on, that's a good show.
All right, first off, in Poltergeist, she was older woman.
Woman.
She's not the fucking lead in anything. Like, she's just a lady in the background who makes like $150 a day on set.
Oh, if you scroll down far enough, she was in something called Lady in the Background. As Lady in the Back. No, I'm kidding.
I love the idea of that, though.
Oh,
but
wow.
I mean, she has a lot of her roles don't have names. Like she was Courtney's mom. They didn't even name that bitch.
Hey,
right?
in the famous Jet Jackson, for one episode, she played president.
Right. Let's see. Change of place. She was tourist. And To Die For, she was reporter. In Almost Golden, she was reporter.
Hey, in something called Freak City, she was Nurse Veronica.
There you go.
She got a name in that one.
Yeah. In The Last Dawn, too, she was English nanny.
Hey, she was in 5 episodes of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues as Laura Kane.
No, that was probably her biggest role.
I mean, aside from playing Mrs. Thompson in Goosebumps.
Yeah, which is still, I mean, what, like a 4-second role? All right, so continuing on, we also...
There'll be none of that.
Yeah, well, too bad. We got Sam Stone in this episode too. Another guy with no picture and 88 credits and nothing great to it there. I
He's done a
mean,
lot of voice acting.
let's see. In 60 Seconds to Die, he was whore.
Whore.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think he might have turned into a girl.
there can be male whores.
No, that's a gigolo. I think he might have turned to a girl. Don't quote me on this, but we're just going to go with it. He is
Did a
now
lot
a
of-
she.
Did a lot of video game stuff.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah, but he was just additional
Let's
voices.
see.
He
Right.
wasn't even.
Didn't even get a lead in a voice thing. Lucky number 11, he was old waiter. Like, dude's been an old guy forever. Yeah. He was in
Those
Frankenstein and
additional
Me.
voices are like somebody on like a TV in the background going, "Act now," as you're
Yeah,
walking
nothing
through
great.
somewhere.
Nothing great.
Or something on a
He
radio.
was uncredited security guard in Scanners.
I mean, the guy can say he worked with David Cronenberg.
He can.
I don't know. Maybe.
And David Cronenberg is basically Canadian royalty.
I mean, that's not saying much. But
No.
they have Cronenberg and the Saskatwins. Who else does Canada have? Oh, Bare Naked Ladies.
I mean, if you want to count.
But those are like the top 3 for Canadian entertainers.
I wouldn't consider Bare Naked Ladies one of the top 3.
Name another one without looking it up. Name...
Michael J. Fox.
No, are you sure?
Bigger than Bare Naked Ladies, yeah. Pretty sure.
Are you sure he's bigger than Bare Naked Ladies?
I'm positive.
All right. Well, I'll accept that one. Well, then Bare Naked Ladies is in top 4. I'm not giving up on that one. I can't think of anybody else though. I mean, Michael J. Fox was a good one.
I mean, we'll come back when it's been 1 week.
Yeah, while you're doing that,
Since
I'm
they
still
looked
looking
at
up
you.
Canadian. There is more people. I am way fucking wrong.
Son of a bitch! I'm seeing it in my head now. God damn it!
What? What are you
The
singing? in
fucking
your head?
song. He just sang the line from one of their songs.
I didn't hear him. What did he say?
It's been 1 week since he looked at you.
Uh,
Oh my god! Now I'm singing the song. You're welcome, everybody else who actually knows the song.
but no, you're right because we got Martin Short, Dan Aykroyd, Jim Carrey. I don't know who some of these fucking people are.
Name some names I can probably tell you.
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Big
She's
Trouble in
from
Little China.
Oh,
Sex and the
Gracie
City.
Law.
oh, she looks really
I mean,
bad now.
I mean, Sex in the City, yeah. But
She
her
looks
biggest role is
really-
Gracie Law from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she looks
Or
really, really bad.
Mannequin
now.
in the
Oh.
titular Mannequin.
Mannequin. Yes.
Oh my God.
Mannequin.
Have you seen her lately?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have?
She's not bad.
You're bullshit. Not like she was in Big Trouble in Little China.
Well, because she's
It's
old now.
Well, she's older. It's called aging. We all do it.
Don't
Yeah,
have
she's
to.
68. She can look however she wants.
She
Don't have
can.
to. What are you
I'm not
saying? Like, hey, let's use your look just to fucking blow your head off? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn.
I'm just saying. All right. Well, we got Hayden Christensen, another great.
Okay, now I want to watch Mannequin. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh,
Neither
Brendan
have I.
Fraser?
I need to get that.
did you know
Wait, Brendan
was-
Fraser is. I did
Yeah.
not know he was Canadian.
Tommy Chong? Yeah, James Cameron, Patrick Gallagher, Tom Green.
Oh, Tom Green is he wore his Canadianness right out there in the open.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So the two Ryans.
Howie Mandel. Ryan
Howie
Gosling.
Mandel's Canadian? I didn't know that.
No.
I don't know
So
that.
why aren't we getting? You know how in the 80s there were all those movies with Corey Feldman and Corey Haim?
Yeah.
Why aren't they redoing that with Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds?
Why
The
did
80s had the Coreys. Why didn't we get something with the Ryans? Come on.
I don't know. I
It's right there.
why did they cancel Young Hercules?
I don't remember Young
Ryan
Hercules.
with Ryan
I-
Gosling as Hercules.
I saw
I don't
clips
know
of it.
that.
I knew it existed, but I never watched the show.
Right? It basically tells a story about how Ryan Gosling turns into Kevin Sorbo.
Oh God! Nobody wants to turn into Kevin Sorbo.
Be careful, JB hates old people.
I mean,
I don't hate them. I'm just saying, like, there's better things they could be doing, like not being in my movies.
like dying.
Well, there's.
Jeez.
I didn't say it.
I
All
know.
right.
No, and I said it, and I'm like, God damn it!
Can't wait till JB gets old.
Oh, I won't. Trust me. Jeez. I was just telling somebody the other day. It's like, yeah, you got a bullet set aside for that.
I was gonna say something, and you went there before me, so I'm glad I don't even have to.
There you go. You're welcome. So, the tale of the Dollmaker. Jeffrey,
Mhm.
would you like to speak about this one?
So this is a Betty Ann story,
It is.
so that everybody know. We have Melissa, who's off to see her aunt and uncle, and she enjoys going there because she made friends with the neighbor. Was it Susan?
Susan.
Susan Anderson. Why they kept saying her full or Susan Henderson, whatever it was. So she goes there. She's excited to see her friend, and her aunt and uncle are like, "Oh, yeah, they moved, so you're on your own while you're here." She's like, well, "Why'd they leave?" They're like, "They just felt like leaving. They didn't really give a reason. They just wanted to move back to the city." God damn it, Trekkipedia. Why do I keep looking at the comments when I'm trying to synopsize episodes? Why do I do that? I'm getting out of the comments. I'm getting out of it.
Thank you. Trekkipedia, me and you might have to start a show. We go into Nightman and Young Hercules.
Why isn't there a Young Nightman series leading up to where he got his power? Well, actually, probably because Nightman covered that pretty well. Never mind. Never mind.
uh,
Oh my god.
that was the best answer ever. Why they cancel Young Hercules? Because we can't have nice things. Oh, I got so much more respect for you now, Trekkipedia. Like that made me really happy. That made my day. It's like somebody at least feels the same way as me.
Oh man. So, yeah, Melissa's
You're right.
bumpers are.
We did have Jack of all trades canceled. That's bullshit. Oh, I'm starting to feel old. I need to get that bullet out sooner than I think.
Oh my god! Don't do it live because Twitch will ban us.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Actually, there's a good chance that YouTube might be the first one. Twitch might ban us after it happens because of whatever might be left behind, and Facebook's just going to be like, nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Probably.
Neighbor, kid. Jesus.
So it's like, stay on track.
All right, fine.
Thank
All right,
you.
go
Thank
ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
God, stop talking
So-
about that specifically.
Needless to say, Melissa's bummed out because her friend has moved, so she's stuck with her aunt and uncle with no person to really hang out with.
Right. She was a shitty friend and nobody wanted to be around her.
So Melissa the next day is hanging around outside, and her uncle says, like, "Hey, want to go help me fix the septic tank?" And like any smart kid, she's like, "No, weirdo." I mean, no kid wants to help fix a fucking septic tank. Anyway, she's out there looking at, the abandoned house that the neighbors lived in, and she notices somebody moving in the window. Something moving in the window. So she decides to investigate, like any kid would do. Goes over, the house is unlocked, so she just walks in, doing the typical, "Hello, is anybody here?" Which I've never understood why anybody does that. I don't know why you announce yourself when you're going into either an abandoned house Or if you're going into somebody's cabin in the woods, like in the Tale of Old Man Corcoran, like, hello, is anybody here?
Yeah, like don't do that.
What if there's a killer hanging out there? Anyway, she's going around the house, checking it out. And she finds this closet. It's like, oh, cool. Because there's a weird hidden staircase that leads to the attic. Upon getting into the attic, she notices there's a dollhouse. This elaborate looking dollhouse, which looks exactly like the house she's in. So she's checking it out, noticing there's a little table and chairs. You know, basically what a dollhouse looks like. You all know what dollhouses look like on the inside. But then a door inside the dollhouse shuts. Scares her. She falls backwards, tears a sheet down off the wall. And she's like, oh, it was probably just a mouse or something. But behind her, there's a weird door. Just a weird door. Don't know where it leads. At this point, her aunt shows up and is like, what are you doing in this house? Why are you here? It's like, oh, thought I saw something in the window. She's like, yeah, that was probably me. Let's go. So they leave, and her aunt's like, yeah, we have to look over the place while they're gone. Can't remember if it was Henderson or Anderson. I don't remember. Either way, she's like, we're looking over the place and kind of acting as caretakers for it while they're not here. Henderson?
Yeah, like Harry
Okay.
and Anderson.
That's what I thought. For some reason,
yeah.
my brain kept wanting to say Anderson. I don't know why.
Well, that's because they're Canadian. It sounded weird when they said it.
But Melissa's Aunt Sally says something to the effect of, ever since the incident or something like that. And
Yeah,
Melissa's like, whoa, wait, what are you talking about? What thing happened?
that crazy essay that happened by the dollhouse.
Yeah. So Melissa kind of presses her Aunt Sally, like, what happened? Why are you... Tell me what happened, because you obviously alluded to something. So her Aunt Sally finally tells her, Susan disappeared. That's why her parents moved out. It messed with the cameras. Damn it. And she's like, what do you mean disappeared? She goes, disappeared as in is no longer here. Something happened to her and she is gone. So Melissa's like, I don't know. That's weird. It's weird that she would just disappear.
That is weird.
So that evening, Melissa's Uncle Pete and Aunt Sally are having a conversation, and he's asking Sally, did you tell her what happened? She's like, no, I just told her she disappeared. He's like, okay, because her mom was saying that it was the house that did something, right? You know that there's something wrong with that house, basically. She's like, I wouldn't tell her that. She's like, wait a second. Don't talk so loud. Melissa might hear you. So Melissa jumps back into her bed because they're basically right outside the door of where she's sleeping, talking as loud as can be. She overhears everything and is like, something's off. So the next day, Uncle Pete is off doing whatever. Aunt Sally's doing whatever. I think they're hanging up the laundry outside. Melissa decides to go get herself a big old ball of twine.
And a hammer.
Go back up and a hammer. Commits a little B&E. Breaks the glass to this door to get inside the house. Decides to go up into this. Well, wait. God, I'm off because she opened the attic. She opened the door in the attic. Right? No, did she go up there 3 times?
Yeah, because the second time she got busted and drugged back.
Because she went in a second time. That's right, because it was the second time she went up there. That was before she grabbed. So apologies. She made her way up to the attic a second time, opened the door, and then she saw Susan walking around. And she's yelling at her like, you're going the wrong way. Come back this way. She goes to step into this because she sees like a corridor. She goes to step into it, and her Uncle Pete just happened to be there. Is like, no, and pulls her away. And she's like, what were you doing? He goes, do you want to look out the window? And you just see that it drops down to the yard below. So now we get to the point where she's grabbed the twine, commits B&E. Sorry, we just watched this and I'm forgetting sequences because I get so distracted by everything else going on.
Like literally just watched it.
Yeah.
Not even 10 minutes, like 30 minutes ago, right before we went live.
Yeah, don't say like 10 minutes ago, because 10 minutes ago we were talking about other shit.
I know. That was Sally's fault. We were talking about how great Ryan Gosling would have been if they would have continued on Hercules.
Don't blame Sally for your bullshit.
I'm not. But if
I haven't been here in a while. He's got to get it. He's got to catch up.
Do. What else I got going on?
So at this point, after all this weird stuff's going, and she's basically, her aunt and uncle are like, there's nothing going on. Her aunt told her at the dinner table, like, I know it's hard losing your friend and all, but you really shouldn't go back over there. Her uncle at this point had gone to board up the door after he saved Melissa from jumping out the window. Excuse me.
You're excused this time.
So now this is where Melissa goes back with the hammer and the twine, rips the boards off the door that her uncle put up, loops the twine around the doorknob of this door, and ventures into this corridor. Right, she tests it out. She's able to stand on there because it's really weird that this door opens to this other realm. When everyone else just sees it as a door that opens to a drop out of the attic. So she goes in, starts walking around looking for Susan, and finds her. But not before the house starts, wherever she's at, starts shaking. Like, that's weird. As she's walking around, she notices there's a bowl of fruit on the table. Everything starts shaking, though. As she looks out the window, sees her aunt. But her aunt is a giant now, because Melissa's inside the dollhouse. She tries yelling for her aunt, and this is where Susan tells her she can't hear you. She's not going to hear you at all.
She didn't yell out enough. And her aunt's like
that could be true. That could be true, but then if she did yell,
so fucking old, she could probably.
She wasn't that old.
Clearly too old. Like she's the ripe age of being plucked away from this earth.
So at this point, Melissa turns and sees Susan there. She's like, "Oh, Susan, you're here. Oh, this is great. Okay, I got to get you out of here." And she's like, "Wait, what's happening to you?" Because there's a part of Susan's face that's very white. You know, she's got one rosy cheek.
Don't get
she realizes
go there.
Melissa realizes Susan's turning into a doll from being inside the dollhouse. And she's like, "Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to go back, make sure the door's open. We'll get out of here." She follows the string back to where she came in. There's no door. It's just a wall. So, and actually, I like this part because Melissa's pretty smart. She starts remembering, okay, this is the layout of Susan's house. So there were some doors over here, and then there's a closet. So behind this, big bureau thing that's against the wall, there should be a closet with a set of stairs to the attic. She goes to try to move this thing. She can't move it. But yeah, I just realized I left something else out. When she's checking for the door and pushing the wall, she notices her hands are starting to turn white, like porcelain white, like a doll. So she's like, okay, I got to hurry and figure this shit out. She can't move this bureau that's against the wall. Goes back to Susan and is like, hey, we just got to move that to get to the attic, right? And Susan's like, sure. Yeah, that's what we got to do. She's like, okay, so get up and help me. And Susan's like, hey, I can't. And pops off her hand. Just pulls her own hand off. Like,
just shows it to her. Like,
yeah. Like, I'm almost a full doll, so I can't do anything. So Melissa goes back and, with the strength of young Hercules, pushes this bureau over, opens the closet door, and there's the stairway to the attic. She grabs Susan. They make their way to the attic.
She puts her hand in her pocket.
Her hand falls off. Susan's hand falls off. And Melissa goes, oh, hang on, grabs it and puts it in the pocket of Susan's dress. Like, we got to make sure we have that.
It's going to be really awkward when she gets back, isn't it?
Because I was thinking, okay, is her hand going to be magically reattached, or is she just going to be carrying around a severed hand and she's going to have to go to the ER?
Well, severed hand, obviously.
I mean,
Jeff and I were genuinely concerned. Like,
yeah,
this
I
shit
mean,
got dark for a kids show. Damn.
It did.
but I noticed something, and I don't know if you guys caught it when they were walking to that door to open it. You could hear porcelain clinks from Susan walking, like you can hear porcelain doll feet clinking on the floor, which I thought was a pretty cool touch. It's just like, oh yeah, she really is turning into a doll. So they get to this door, they open it up, and it doesn't lead to the attic of the house. It leads to the outside, the yard below. Well, Melissa's like, you know what? We got to try it. So she gets Susan over to this door window. They sit down on the ledge. She's like, okay, on the count of 3. And they just jump through it. And you see them sort of go through a barrier. So real early digital effects here of the scenery.
State of the art.
Kind of working. I mean, for the time, it would have looked really cool.
It did.
It actually still didn't look too bad.
It did look really cool for the time. I watched it when it came out.
You're like, holy shit.
It looked like real life.
So at this point, we cut to Uncle Pete and Aunt Sally. Was it Aunt Sally? Yeah, Aunt Sally.
Yeah, it's Aunt Sally.
She's having a hard time. She's like, we don't know where she's at. She ran away. It's the same thing. It's happening all over again. It's exactly what happened to Susan. And Uncle Pete's like, we don't know what happened. Could have been somebody else that broke into the house. Melissa could be out for a walk. Well, then Sally goes, oh, Pete, look. Here comes Melissa running across the yard. She's like, Aunt Sally, hey. They're like, oh, God, where were you? She's like, I went into the house. I was in the dollhouse, and I found Susan. And they're like, what do you mean? She's like, look. And here comes Susan walking out of the front of her house.
Missing a hand.
For a second, I thought she was going to be missing a hand, but she.
Oh man, because her dress was like long a little bit. Like her dress
pushes her hand up out and does this. You're like, oh, she's got both hands. Okay.
Like I stopped breathing for a second because I was like, how did this show get so fucking dark?
It got really fucking. This is one of the darker episodes when you really think about it, and that's basically where we end. There's a happy ending. Susan is no longer a doll, turning into a doll. She's back to human.
And they burn the dollhouse.
Yeah. Her Uncle Pete took it the next day and burned it in a bonfire.
As you do.
Yeah.
All right.
The only question remaining is where does that attic door that everyone sees leads just to the outside of the house? Where is it going to lead now?
That's a good
I'm going
question.
to say Tucker's bedroom.
Yeah, Tucker's bedroom because the doll changed to look like Tucker.
I can see that. I can see that.
He deserves every bit of evil that comes his way. Little fucker.
He does. He does.
But that was the tale of
eventually he'll learn to love him, though.
And I apologize for my shitty synopsis.
That's okay. That's
I
all
should
right.
do better. I should start taking notes.
As we watch them right before. Fuck that. All right.
Oh no, here comes Longo. Bongo is part and game of life.
At least to where Jizzle?
Maybe?
Is it Jizzle? I'm going to think it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He censored it so he wouldn't get kicked off of YouTube.
So, anyways, we need to talk about what we thought about this episode and rate it. And I just want to throw my opinion out there first, just because I gotta say this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most misleading episode that we've had so far, too. If you really think about it, because what is this episode called?
Dollmaker.
Yeah.
Where was the doll maker?
Who was the doll maker? Yeah.
Who? Where?
Thinking about it now,
Is the house the doll maker?
the house is the doll maker.
Well, shouldn't have been the tail of the fucking little dollhouse that's haunted?
I would have thought the Tale of the Dollhouse would have been a more apt name, but
Yeah.
they were probably
Dollmaker?
trying to throw people off. Like Dollmaker, you think you're gonna get some creepy old person or some weirdo.
Let's also think about
You know.
this. When has there been a doll maker? I mean, my entire life, dolls have been made by fucking machines. Nobody makes them. There's no such thing as like a doll maker.
There are still some handmade dolls out there.
Yeah, but fucking
They're not
little
big,
bitches
but-
making shit. Like fucking creepy as weird things. Like food.
I'm sure if you go on Etsy, you could find a lot of people doing handmade dolls.
Don't trust anybody on Etsy making handmade dolls. That person's trying to steal your soul and they're gonna fucking do something really weird. Don't trust any fucking bitch doing handmade dolls on Etsy. Oh my god.
Okay, old people, doll makers on Etsy.
Can you blame me for that one? All right, maybe the old people one that you guys are like, whatever. I get that. All right, that's not for everyone. But doll makers on Etsy, tell me you shouldn't be watching out for them. You should fucking keep your eye on them as the way you same thing, like the same thing you do when you go and you look at the sex offenders that live in your neighborhood.
Oh my god!
Like there's something wrong with people like that. There is.
Okay.
Oh, no, we both clicked it.
We both clicked at the same time.
All right. And
I
kind of
mean,
proves my point there too.
Technically, yes. But I was going to say, us growing up, yes, dolls were more mass produced in factories. But before that, a lot of those porcelain dolls, which is what Betty Ann showed up with to the fire to tell her story, is what this was about. So this would have been more along those lines.
How do you make a handmade porcelain doll? Fucking chip away pieces of your toilet and glue it together? You can't hand make porcelain.
But you can hand make something with porcelain.
How? I
A
don't
lot
think- I
of
think it's
those things were sculpted and then fired, much like porcelain pots or
I
pottery,
just
clay,
don't
things like
believe
that.
it. Just don't trust the doll maker. They're fucking horrible people. They're just the scum of the earth. This is, I don't know any of you,
Hang
and
on.
I hope one or two of you fucking chime in and say something at some point. But fuck,
There's you a instruction manual right there.
I'm not gonna watch that. I don't-
How to
Oh
make
my
a porcelain doll at home. You're welcome.
Well, yeah. You might as well just fucking be teaching people how to fucking ruin your life. Yeah,
Oh my
fuck
God.
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
you never know.
Like
something
halfway
could-
through, it's like, yeah, cut off your kids' hair and fucking glue it to the top of it. Like,
You
fuck.
can go to places and buy doll hair. You don't have to
No.
scalp your children.
Where do you go and buy doll hair?
Repeat this hex 4 times while you're
Exactly.
gluing on the nose.
There's just something fucking
Dude,
wrong.
I'm
about it.
sure
You don't do it.
Michael's or
No.
Joanne Fabrics
Nope.
or any of those craft stores have
well,
hair
goddamn it,
you
I
can
gotta
buy.
Google it.
No,
Doll
they don't.
hair.
I'm
You
almost
can't just
certain.
go to Joanne Fabrics. Hey, old lady at the counter. I know I usually get yarn here, but do you
No,
have
literally,
fucking hair?
Joanne Fabric, Fab Lab straight doll hair kit.
That's fucking stupid.
Oh, here's one on Etsy.
Yeah, I believe that. I made from real child hair. Fucking sick fucks. on
Straight
Etsy.
doll hair for doll making accessories. It's only $1.67 at Joanne. Get you some for your birthday.
Thank you. I
Oh,
think me
yeah,
and
we're gonna-
Wikipedia are on the same page. Like, it's just not right.
Give
don't
me
know.
the power, I beg of you.
I just think that this is a very, very
It was poorly named. I agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't trust people that make dolls. I also, this has a 7.9 rating. I'm not gonna sit there and say this is a horrible episode, but this is not a fucking almost 8. This is a fucking 6.57 at the best, in my opinion. I think that 8 is really pushing it. I mean, if they would have fucking showed the girl with no hand at the end, that would have been great. I don't think that's too much for a kid's show. I think that would have been very fitting of showing the real life consequences of losing a hand and why you should be more careful in dollhouses.
And B&E with a hammer.
I mean, there's just, I don't know. There's so many fucked up things in here.
I will
But-
say that glass did not make a glass shattering sound. It sounded
It wasn't real glass.
That was definitely sugar glass for sure, but
Canadian
poorly
glass.
made.
It's fucking
Canadian glass.
solidified
Canadian
maple
glass is
syrup.
they just lay the door out on the ground and pour maple syrup. When they lift it up, they
All right. Someone's gonna sit there and think really bad things about me now. I'm sure. It's like-
But do you
All right.
care?
no,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I really don't. My dog still loves me, so I'm good.
And that is all that matters.
Even though she's just sleeping, laying out.
I love your dog. So
She's a big old bitch. She really is.
She's a big
I-
old bitch.
She is. She is. Oh, all right. So, anyway, Sally, what did you think, and where would you rate this one?
I give it a 7. It's not that bad.
Well.
It's not the greatest.
Would
I
have been
thought
better if the kid had no hand.
maybe.
To be honest, I'm just curious.
Like if she had come, like I don't understand how if she lost her hand in the dollhouse, how she had it back when she came out. That was weird. I mean, stick with the fuckery. Don't.
Do you have kids at all, Sally?
No.
Trust me, they would be a lot better if they were missing hands. Go ahead.
I thought it was a little bit dark and intense for a kid's show. Like that would have fucked me up when I was a kid if I'd have seen that episode. But I mean, I also thought Killer Clowns was great at that age. So I mean, I was but it might not have fucked me up. But I mean, it was a little bit dark. I thought they went a little dark with this one. It was a little weird. But I mean, it was good though. I've seen worse. I think the prom one was more ridiculous than this one. So
Yeah, Prom Queen was.
Prom Queen was weird. So, but 7. I give it a 7.
All right, fair enough.
Yep,
What about
it's a
you,
little dark.
Mr. Jeffrey?
Yeah, I'm also at a 7. Not the best episode, but compared to last week, Phone Police, far superior to that one. Far superior.
That's very fair.
A very dark.
That was a really,
sure,
really
darker-
bad one.
Yeah, it's just awful. I gave Sally the briefest synopsis of Phone Police. She even said, "Yeah, that sounds bad." So at least we didn't have you on for that one.
That's true.
You're able to come back for this one, which is a better show, which was a better episode.
All right.
Yeah,
Like I come back and it gets all dark and shit.
No,
Damn.
the question is just going to be back next week when we have a really good episode.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't see why not.
Go ahead, Jeff.
nice. Yeah, this a darker tone than most of the stories we get, but still weird. But I think the Betty Ann stories have a tendency to be a little more weird than the other stories. So it's very much in line with how her stories go. I do like the way they set up when the girls were inside the dollhouse, how everything was slightly off in size. And then you see where it looked like they had just used it as storage. There's like a rogue Christmas ornament in there, pencils, a couple of stuffed animals shoved in there. So it was very much like they took some time to figure out, like, well, what would end up in this old dollhouse if it was just shoved up in the attic? It would be a catch-all at some point. So it kind of made sense. So I did like that. Acting was fine, but yeah, it's a 7. It's not the worst one. It's not the best, but
No, I have
story
to
was
ask
good
you,
enough to
Jeff.
give it a 7.
Would this episode have been a lot better if that girl had no hand at the end?
If she had no hand at the end, this would have been a 12 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would have said it would have deserved that 8, maybe an 8.5. But
If she would have come out and just been like,
just bleeding, just like gushing blood everywhere.
oh my god, I only have one hand.
I want
I
to see
would've
some
been like-
Evil Dead fucking blood squirting. That would have made it. That would have made it.
Just picks her hand up out of the pocket and is like, hospital maybe?
I like the
I guess
idea.
that would have been too
She did
far
put the
for-
porcelain hand in her pocket. It would have been great if it would have stayed there and you just saw the blood stain just dripping from there. Oh God. Yeah, see, that would have made it a great episode.
But see, even that, when she removes her hand, it's like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and the way they did the makeup on Susan's face, where like 3/4 of her face was turning into a doll.
I love Chuckopedia.
Yeah. I agree.
I've missed you,
Oh.
Chuckopedia. Okay.
All right. So either way, we all kind of sit around the same spot on this one. So there you guys have it. Next week, though, we will be talking about the Tale of the Bookish Babysitter, which does have a bookish babysitter in it. Not a misleading title whatsoever.
Yeah, because I honestly thought this was going to be about, like, when the episode started, they're like, oh, your friends moved. I'm like, okay, so there's a creepy doll maker that moved into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
But we get a decent episode. That one is starring Natalie Radford, too, from Superstar, if you remember her in that.
Superstar.
Yes.
I think I saw that movie once and did not remember anything about it.
Really? I mean, some would say it's like top tier comedy.
Well, I'm partial to A Night at the Roxbury when it comes to some of the SNL stuff, as well as Wayne's World. But
I like Night at the Roxbury, but there's just something about Chris Kattan where I just would love to see his head inside a hydraulic press.
That was very specific. That was very specific.
Have you been watching a lot of the hydraulic press channel on YouTube or something lately?
No, I got hydraulic presses at work. I know what they do. I work on them.
Are you putting random things in the press when you're on break?
No.
Let's see what happens.
Why would I do that?
Because it's so satisfying to watch hydraulic presses.
Okay, so first off, the things that you see in those videos are like this big. Okay? The one that I have is like this big.
Oh, then we need to squish something huge in it.
Yeah, like a cat.
So
not a cat. We need something. We need a big giant rubber ball or something. I want to see it happen.
Like you know those workout balls that people are constantly like bouncing on and then they explode
like the
under
yoga
their
ball?
ass.
Oh,
Yes.
Do it. Send me a video. It'll make me so happy.
That's a really big ball. I don't know. I didn't know there was a Saturday Night Live movie that was out.
Yeah. Talking about I think it's leading up to the very first episode of SNL.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
And
like it's the day leading up to the first episode and how everybody like it's the the chaos.
The chaos that went it. Yeah, exactly. So part of me is wondering, like, who did they get to play George Carlin if they get that far? Because he was the host for the very first episode. And the only reason I know that is because I watched it when they re-aired it after he died.
When it first came out, because you're that old.
Oh, fuck you.
I think they were on season 30 by the time I was born.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know when they started.
First episode of SNL aired in 1975. I was not born yet.
Ooh, yeah, that was like
so
13 years before me.
I was born in 79. I was not born yet.
I was born in 88.
Yeah, fuck off. Goddamn. Yeah, it was only 4 more years until I was born, so SNL was still in its infancy at that point.
Oh wow. Well, either way,
okay.
Chuckopedia says same here, Sally.
Hey, he also told you to put a cement block in the hydraulic press.
Oh, he did.
Do it. Oh, I want to see.
I don't just have fucking cement blocks laying around, guys.
I would say do one better. Go and buy you a couple of those Stanley mugs and see.
Put a
see
That would be
video
so
of that.
satisfying. That would be so satisfying. It would be like,
You guys say these are so great,
Oh.
but they can't withstand my hydraulic press.
it would be fantastic
Crush
if,
it in 2
if you could
seconds, dude.
if you could get like some limited edition one that everyone was like
the
clamoring
pink
for,
ones.
going,
The pink ones.
going,
Yeah.
oh my god, they're sold out. If you could find one and not have to pay out the ass for it, and then just crush
Kill
it
it.
and put the
Full
video up,
of
I would
pumpkin
love it.
spice coffee. I'll donate my Stanley
Jeez.
to this. You can have one of
Oh
my
my
Stanleys
God.
to do this with. Absolutely. I want to see it squish and pumpkin spice coffee just pour everywhere. It'd be like a horror movie for the masses.
I
Oh
mean,
my
it
god.
would really make people rethink how great they think a Stanley is.
Yep.
It's just a fucking cup, guys.
I don't get
Oh,
why
yes.
there was such a huge thing. Like, oh my god, it has a straw, it has a lid. I'm like 90% of them do.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like they had never seen. And I mean, if you want to buy one, I have no problem with that.
I do.
It was the insane lines and people running over each other to grab them. I'm like,
Do you know what sucks about a Stanley? You spend how much money on it? Like $50? And then you still have to carry that bitch around. I'd rather just buy a fucking can, throw that bitch away, and not have to carry your shit. I don't give a fuck about no stupid cup.
see, I have mine and it's not.
Is it a
Stanley.
Stanley?
No,
What is it?
it's Albor. I don't know. I found it on Amazon.
Guys, I'm drinking out of a fucking deli thing.
I've done that.
Yeah. And I even
Yeah.
bent
Deli
it.
thing?
This is like
What
what
the-
you order like curry in.
Like pasta
Yeah.
salad?
Yeah.
You can get
Yeah,
curry
deli
at
container.
a deli?
Well, I'm just saying that's what this is, like a
Some-
deli container.
Some takeout places will use those deli containers to pack up stuff. Yeah.
I've
I'm
only
totally a
seen
also-
one
redneck.
if I got,
There's
like,
leftovers in
pasta
my fridge
salad.
and country crock buckets and shit. Like I'm a redneck, man.
Hey, I've got a ton of those deli containers.
I love these. I love drinking out of these. They're exactly 32 ounces. So I'm like, I know
That's
how
a
much water I'm
huge
drinking.
beverage.
I've got to
Oh,
drink
no.
3 of these a
But
day.
then again, these are 12 ounces and I've drank 4 of them. But that's also 200 milligrams of caffeine each.
I would fucking I would be in the emergency room if I drank that much caffeine.
I just keep hoping. I'm just.
Oh my god. Is that the backup to the Kurt Cobain plan?
Right, just trying to make my heart fucking explode.
Like it's
I
beating like a
don't
fucking
want you
hummingbird. Oh my
to
god.
explode
No,
or
no.
perish or anything. Stop.
No,
You're making
no,
my
no, no,
accent
no.
get thick.
One day. I'll get there, damn it. This is my way of retaliating since they took away my young Hercules.
Those things cost 50. Yeah. You don't need to buy a Stanley. I mean, if somebody wants to, that's
I'll
fine.
donate one of mine 100%. And they're both Christmas gifts. I don't care. I'll donate.
I
I'll
just
do it for-
I
didn't
don't even-
get the craze. It's like
I never
don't
use
either.
it.
I think it's
I
a
use
girl
my
thing.
off-brand one more.
I just don't understand them. It's a stupid fucking cup. That's all it is.
it was all because that one person left it in their car that caught on fire. And then they pulled it out and they're like, "Oh, it still has the ice in it." And I'm like,
Who gives a fuck?
"Yeah, but we didn't see you extinguish the fire on that car and then pull it out right after."
If you're that worried about your cup being cold, like that is insane to me. You know how I keep my drinks cold? I got a fucking refrigerator. I don't need to keep my fucking shit in a fucking cup to stay cold.
See, you know what I do with this? I fill this bitch up with ice every time to the top.
How
This
much
is like
ice
32 ounces, something like that, 40 ounces.
of ice?
I just fill it up with ice. It lasts the entire day.
But
Unless
then
I
you don't
drink a
get
lot
a
of
taste.
water, then I got to fill it up twice with ice.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe there's like a secret joy in the taste of like 2-day-old ice after it's sat in a steel container.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just like the people that went insane for Beanie Babies or Cabbage Patch Kids way back when.
right. And you know what?
Tickle Me
15 years
Elmo.
later, they all feel really fucking stupid and have a huge collection of
It's-
bullshit.
There are people that are like, I won't even take the label off of it because it's a collector's item. I'm like, it's what?
I wouldn't be surprised. It seems like everybody I know that has
What
one
they have is
might
like
have some lead
it's like a
issues.
lead puck in the very bottom of it, from what I was reading. And it's supposed to be sealed off. It's supposed to just give the bottom weight. But why would you use lead when there's tons of other materials out there that could do the same thing?
Do you know the main thing or whatever that can happen with serious exposure to lead is brain damage, which makes sense on why people keep buying more Stanley Cups when they have one.
That explains a lot, especially when you know, probably an entire generation that ate paint chips growing up.
Right? I mean, we did so much better with asbestos.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck me.
As I go completely out of focus again. There we go.
All right.
As we get like a whole nother universe off subject, right? I love it.
All right, yeah, I'm done. I don't got nothing else. Hey guys, we have a video game out. You should buy it. Got a comic book out too. It's right
if you hear at the start of the show, you
Buy
saw
it.
the goddamn trailer for the
If you
game,
haven't
so
bought
go
it,
buy
I mean, there's a good chance you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, if you haven't bought if you have not bought the comic, I question
One
your
game.
sanity. If you haven't bought the game, I question your loyalty to this podcast. and
Super
what we
fucking
do.
sexy. Super
Right.
sexy.
Right. That's
I'm dead
I mean,
serious. I quit. It's a super sexy game. I mean,
it is. Sally, have you beaten the game yet?
I haven't played it yet, but I will. I promise.
She said that last time.
I've beat the game 3
Yeah.
times already. Once was in testing though.
My life kind of went to shit for a second, but it's okay. I'm catching back up. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play the game.
Are you doing all right?
It's all good. You
Yeah. Yeah.
Like on a scale from 1 to 10.
she's still here, so I think that's
6.
That's better than 5.
A few weeks ago, it was like a 4. So I'm getting there.
Well, you still haven't hit rock bottom, so that's always a plus.
No, yeah, I'm good. I don't have a bruise on my ass yet.
All right. Well, I have nothing else to add to this shit. I'm ready to get off of here. What about you guys?
All right. Yep. I'm going to play some more Minecraft.
Ah, there you guys go. Check out
Yeah,
Sally and her Minecraft over at Sally Beast 40.
40.
Do you say it like that when you're live all the time?
Beast
Hey guys, I'm
40.
Sally Beast.
It's 40.
You should
yeah.
really like make it longer and longer every time you do it. So you run out of
Beast. Like time it, make sure that I keep getting longer. Yeah, but this is my stream background right now is a spoopy shit. So
yeah.
you should head
Go
over and see
there.
what all the buzz is
Yeah.
about.
yeah.
Let her buzz in your ear hole. Yeah, there you go.
And I have a screen that talks about how super fucking sexy my stream is.
See? There you
Voiced
go.
by yours truly.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Can't
I
beat
do what I
that.
can.
He does. He does all sorts of things. Well, thank you all for watching. Remember, get the game, get the comic book, or go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Jeff, what about you? What's going on with Skewered Universe?
we have a new episode coming up. I just got to do some final edits. I know it's
fancy
October,
shit.
so it's technically spooky season, but we have a special episode where we sat down and talked about the movie Kids from 1995. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, kind of want to know why you can't get a hold of it anywhere, we kind of go into that. And yeah, it's just a quick little, one-off episode special that we did, and then we'll be heading into the October stuff. We're going to talk about some Halloween specials, and we've got friends of the show sending in recordings for stuff they like. So yeah, it's an interesting time.
Is there any chance that you're going to have me on to talk about a movie anytime soon?
I know what movie you want to talk about. You want to talk about fucking pirate porn. I can't even remember the fucking name of it.
Pirate porn. What the fuck's wrong with you, you sick fuck? Long Jean Silver.
Long Jean Silver. Amputee porn. The name reminds me of a pirate. It should be taking place on a fucking pirate ship.
Yeah, his name reminds me of a seafood restaurant.
You just ruined fish and chicken for me. God damn it.
Ah,
Oh my god.
so that means no. The Long Jean
Not to talk
Silver?
about that one, but you're welcome to come on anytime to talk about anything except that movie. We're not covering Long
He
Jean
draws
Silver.
the line. He draws the line at Long Jean Silver.
I like the idea of me telling you a movie that we're gonna watch and do, and then the entire episode I still just talk about
Long Gene Silver.
anyway.
I can't stop you at that point, but I'm not watching the movie to cover. So,
Do you think Leanna watch it with me?
it's an odd way to phrase that.
Well, I mean, we'll watch it on StreamYard together.
Probably not.
I like the
Probably
idea of getting
not.
like a really large group of friends together to watch amputee porn together.
But under
Oh
the
my god,
premise
I'll
of
make a
watching something
charcuterie
else.
board.
But under the premise of watching something else completely.
And I'll bring pumpkin spice coffee.
Tell everybody that we're gonna watch the Garfield and Friends Halloween special, and then I'll put that on.
But see, you gotta edit it together so it starts off with the Garfield Christmas special, whatever,
Right.
Halloween special.
And then act like
intro.
you fucked up and
Like,
didn't
wait,
record
what?
over the whole thing, like you thought.
Like
you
it's a
did.
VHS.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucked up. Oh,
Just you get
fuck.
the old, you know how you would record over a tape so many times you'd get that artifacting as it went to something
Right.
else.
Yes.
You got to get that, the blue screen, and then cut to Long Gene Silver.
I like that. So if I did all
Why
that,
am I giving you ideas for this shit?
because deep down you really want to watch it.
No, I really don't.
There's part of you that has to be a little bit interested. Sally told me that she's super interested in it.
Are you kidding me? I watched that damn vampire porn movie on my Discord with people. I'm ready. Let's go. I paid $25 for that movie and brought it home and watched it. So yeah, I'm ready.
See,
I
look at that.
Talking about
Sexcula. There we go. That's what it's called.
Sexcula.
Like
For some
I
reason, I was
went
thinking Succula, and I'm like, I don't think
to
that's it.
Horror Hound and sought out the booth and asked him, "Where's the vampire sex movie?" And he went, "Here it is." And I gave him money. So yes, I will watch Long Gene Silver with you.
Jeff, what about you? It's just not the same unless I get my buddy Jeff to watch it with me.
Okay, I will watch it if we don't have to do it on my show. I'm not doing it for my show, but I'll watch it. If you want to set up a StreamYard to watch it, fine. I'm not
He just
really
might
into
happen
the
to
whole watching
record it.
porn with
Time
each other. You know.
What?
A
It's-
reaction video. We got to
What?
record.
What?
the
I'm not into watching porn with a bunch of people, but I'll make an exception for this.
Hold on, time out. All right, should we put up a poll on YouTube to see how many people would be interested in joining like a Discord
The
private?
poll's probably
pod?
gonna get taken down. As soon as it's posted.
Imagine if we get like 30 people to watch porn together.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the stream of Long Gene
Fucking
Silver.
good. Oh,
Grab your
Where's
Crisco and
Trekopedia?
get ready.
I think he already bounced for the night. We're still live, and I think he's already gone.
oh man.
His
Oh,
last message says, "Night, folks. Thank you again, and can't wait for next week." So-
next
All
week
right.
we're gonna be
He's like,
talking
I
about
do
Long
know.
Gene
It's
Silver.
about time to dip.
All right, guys. Well, you guys all have a
And
great
I
night.
did-
Thank you all.
You put your hand up on my. Oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
No.
All right. Anybody else have anything else to add that I have missed or didn't miss? I got it all.
Nope. Nope. Playing
All right.
Minecraft this weekend, Dead by Daylight next week. I'm playing the vampire killer main.
Oh,
So-
nice.
That's nice.
It's a vampire from Castlevania, so he's pretty sexy.
Right.
Ah,
Very
okay.
cool. Very
Okay.
cool. Well,
Nice. I might play some GTA 5. I don't know.
nice. I might play with myself. So
You're doing that now, so
shut up.
Well, at least you know you'll have a good time.
I will. Never let myself down. Hey Jeff, question for you before we go.
yeah. What's up, man?
Are you ready to feel the fear?
I'm always ready.